Hey guys, this is another candle. A little bit of an extra video today that I wanted to talk about real quick. Hope you're all having a blessed day. You know, a lot of the things going on in the world right now can seem pretty scary. And they are scary. I'm not trying to discount anything that's going on right now. But I do want to say that, you know, God does not want us to worry about things. You know, if you look in the Bible, it actually says that worrying is a sin. And you think about it, you're like, well, why is that? Why is worrying a sin? Shouldn't it be natural for us to worry? And I personally don't think so. You know, it says specifically that, you know, you're not bound by a spirit of fear, but of, I'm trying to remember, sorry. I know it says of a sound mind, so I'll go with that for right now. I know it says other things there, but specifically we'll talk about that. We'll talk about being of a sound mind. You know, a lot of people, whenever they worry, what's one of the first things that they do? People worry, they start trying to prep. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that prepping in and of itself is a bad thing, you know, but you can prep. You can prepare for things coming without being worried about them. You know, there's many times in my life that I've been worried about, man, what am I going to eat? You know, where am I going to be able to wash my clothes? I used to live out of my car, you know. A lot of people worry about things like that, and I did. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that even through those times, every time that I worried about having something to eat, that I worried about having clean clothes to wear, it was always provided to me in one way or another. And it's, you know, Jesus says, I'm pretty sure in Matthew, it's in between chapters 5, chapters 8, you know, are we not more than meat? Are we not more than clothing? He takes care of the sparrows that would fall. Are we not much greater to him than that? And that's not me saying like, oh, humans are so great, but to God, we are that much greater than his other creations. He made us specifically to fellowship with us. Now, do you have an easy time being able to fellowship with your friends if you're worried? No. You'll be trying to drown them in your worries too. So, the whole point of having a sound mind is just to realize that, hey, you know, God has this. He has you. If you're going to die, guess what? That's God's will. And he will lead you to that in grace. You may suffer, but just imagine the things that you're going to have whenever you suffer in God's name. And then you go up to be in glory with him. You know, every time that I've worried in my life, I've always ended up just having so much stress, needless stress. And it makes you snappy towards your family, it makes you snappy towards your friends. Like I said, it makes you start preparing needlessly, which a lot of times is spending more money than you need to because you're worried, instead of just taking care of your finances and making sure your family has food for right now. Why worry about putting up food for later? You probably need food right now. Guys, as we see all these, you know, gas prices going up, we also know the prices of food are going to go up, and they already have. We're told not to worry about that. We are told that God will provide for our needs. And I personally believe that. I believe one of the biggest faults that a lot of Christians have these days, and even I have had, like I said before, is that worrying that God is just not going to take care of you. He's not going to fulfill these needs that you have. God's going to take care of you. He's taking care of me. I'm just a little guy living up in the mountains. You know, I have a family, yeah. I do work a job, yeah. But God provided me this job. So, just think about it, guys. You know, if you think that you need to be worried about something, maybe you should take some time and pray and realize what God's already brought you through. Think about the fact that He's not just going to let you fall. He doesn't work like that. Things happen on God's time as it happens. And I do want you to remember that as you pray about things you worry about, it also says in the book of Matthew that we do not pray in vain repetitions as the heathens do. And by that I mean we don't sit here, and we're not supposed to sit here and pray the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Why is that? Well, that's because if you're praying it over and over, then you're not believing God heard you in the first place. And I promise you, God definitely heard you. He heard you the first time. He heard you the 30th time. And if you have to pray more than one time for something, just think, maybe you might not be trusting God to take care of it. And that's all we have to do, trust God. Well, I hope y'all have a good day. I'm going to be pulling into work here in just a minute. God bless you guys. Just remember, Jesus Christ is all you need. Everything else will be given to you. God will take care of you. Y'all have a great day.